Look, I love a good vision board as much as the next girl. Cutting out magazine photos, manifesting yachts, and six-pack abs.
But sometimes chasing what's next makes you forget just how far you've already come.
This is Jan, whose vision board included just one item: silence in Home Depot.
And that's Stav. Her last vision board included a Highland cow, unlimited guac with 0 calories, and a perfectly organized spice drawer. And together, we're Unretired AF.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of the Unretired AF podcast, where we're going to be talking about vision boards, the great and the not so great aspects of them.
Yeah.
But before we go there, we want to give a shout out to our subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank all of you.
Yeah. And if this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. We really appreciate it. We would ask you to consider hitting that subscribe button. All right. We've all made vision boards in the past. It used to be a little bit more popular than it is now, but we've all done it in the past. And they can be great. I mean, they can help you set goals. They can help you stay focused. But what they can also do is when you start looking at all that stuff on your vision board that you don't have, it kind of makes you feel like you're just not measuring up sometimes.
Yeah. And that's really where the story starts.
I mean, don't get us wrong. Vision boards are inspiring. They can help you stay focused. They can give you something to work towards. But, I think that you can also start hearing that little voice in your head that says, you're just not quite enough yet.
Yeah.
And that can be a negative.
Yeah.
When you're trying to have a positive, it can be a negative.
Yeah. So, the vision board is someday. But,
right.
What about today? Yeah, someday you want a bigger house. Someday you want to lose weight. Someday you want that 90-foot sport fishing boat.
Right.
But you got a lot to be grateful for where you are today.
Right.
We want to focus on more of that and less on the somedays.
Right. Well, and if you're chasing someday, that's going to leave you feeling like you're always behind. So it's time to shift focus. I think, so let's talk about that one mind shift focus that you can make right now.
Yeah.
That's going to make today feel like enough. Gratitude changes your vision. It flips the script so that instead of I need more, and you're feeling like you're looking at that vision board every day, because that's what you do. You look at it every day and you think, I need more, It isn't just, we're not talking about material things. It can be goals that you have too. Instead of going, I need more, you're going to be like, you need to start thinking, wow, look what I've already got. Like Jim said earlier, look what I've already got. Look how far I've already come.
Yeah. And we're not by any means talking about toxic positivity here.
Right.
Life is still hard sometimes.
Right.
We know it is.
Exactly.
But if you're grateful, if you're grateful for your health, if you're grateful for, being able to wake up every morning,
right.
That really adds good perspective to your life.
Right.
It doesn't always have to be about someday. Right. You got to be grateful for what you have today. Right. Your friends, your family, your ability to really do what you want to do. Your independence as an unretired AF.
Right. No, that's right. Yep. Well, and gratitude is powerful.
Yes,
it's really powerful. But it's even more powerful when you can make that gratitude personal.
Yeah, no doubt. If you want to feel that way, change your attitude. Yeah. It doesn't always, again, I'm going to just repeat what I said. It doesn't always have to be about someday. Right. It needs to be about today. Now, the somedays can come if that one stock that you've been betting on for the last number of years hits, and all of a sudden you're a gazillionaire. Someday's here, baby. And it's time to have fun.
Right. But you can't wait.
What if it doesn't?
Right.
What if it doesn't?
Right.
So.
And even if it does, what if you've wasted all this time waiting?
Right. So I guess the the moral of what I'm saying is don't chase the good things that could happen in life. Chase the good things that are happening in your life right now. If you really want to feel the shift, try this simple exercise that'll reconnect you with the life you're already living.
So here's the real replacement for the vision board. We're going to say maybe make a gratitude board, you know?
Oh, there you go.
You know, or even just take a moment and think about all the things. You don't have to necessarily make a board, but think about
Right.
it, or take a pause, maybe even make a list.
Yeah. Write 5 things down that
Yeah.
you're proud of.
Right.
5 wins you've had, 5 blessings you'd fight to keep.
Right.
You know, a lot of us get blessings in our life, and you wonder, how did this happen? Well, be happy that they happened. You know, suddenly you're not trying to change your life,
Right.
you're living it.
Right. And that's important.
That is
I
important.
mean, we've got to continue to live your life while you're going for your goals, because we're not saying giving up your goals.
No,
we're not
not at
saying
all.
that at all.
Not at all.
But it's about seeing your goals in context. So
Right.
you can look ahead at your goals
Yeah.
and where you want to go, but you can also look behind
Yeah.
and be grateful and see how far you've come. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes that it can be just as important.
Yes, it can be. So, before you cut out one more picture for that vision board, hear this.
Set goals, sure. Dream big. But don't ignore how far you've already come and what you've already got.
Yeah. Because the joy just isn't in the finish line.
Right.
It's in the pit stops.
Right.
The setbacks.
Right.
The little victories along the way.
Right.
Be
right.
proud, be grateful. You're doing a heck of a lot better than you probably think you are.
Yeah, I agree. I think most people are.
Yeah.
I think most people are, especially if you put it in context like of people in the world. You know, if you have internet and you're watching YouTube, you're doing a lot better than a lot of people in the world. You know.
And I'll admit, I probably don't do enough of that. I probably take a lot of things for granted that I shouldn't. And this is really opening my eyes on that. It is about the pit stops.
Yeah.
I mean, if you didn't have pit stops, if everything was perfect, how would you ever grow?
Right.
So,
well, and it brings the texture of our life. When the
does.
things that we go through,
it does.
It brings a growth. It brings depth to us as people. I mean, if everything was great all the time, we would not grow.
Right.
I mean, you know, so sometimes, especially if you're chasing some dream, and like Jim said, I mean, you know, with the stocks or with anything, a business you started, and you know you're having a rough time with it and with the growth of it. It's like sometimes you just have to take that couple of minutes and just stop and say, where did I start?
Right.
You know I did that, you know, and this is just a very small thing, but I did that with this channel. I went back and looked at our episode 1 and I can tell that we've learned a lot more things about how to do this and how to be a little bit better at it. Obviously we still have a long way to go, but you know, for 2 people in their mid 60s, I think we're doing all right.
And I would like to thank the people that have commented.
Yeah.
That have told us, given us some tips.
Yeah. And some ideas too,
and some
about
ideas.
episode ideas. We have one coming up this week that was a viewer suggestion.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So we have a comments box. If you'd like to click on that.
Comments box?
A comment. We have a comment section. Click on our comments, add a comment in there. We would we'd love to read your thoughts.
We would.
And we'll certainly answer if you have any thoughts about this subject. If you're going through it and having a hard time with it, or very grateful about something, let us know.
Yeah.
Please let us know. Again, thank you to our subscribers. We really appreciate you joining us.
Yeah. No, we really, really do. I mean, it's been a little different than what we were expecting.
Yeah.
You know, starting this channel. I mean, this is the beginning of week 12, and we have 42 subscribers right now, and that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's super exciting.
Yeah, and this is episode 56.
Episode 56.
Yeah, 56.
56?
So
58.
again, thank you to all our
58.
subscribers.
58.
58?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
58.
Episode
58. I'm
58.
sorry. Yes.
Episode 58. And yeah, the 6 and the 8 look
Right.
similar, don't they? So we really appreciate it. And if you are enjoying our content and want to see more of it in your feed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And we're trying, I'm not gonna lie to you. We're trying to reach monetization just like
Yeah.
every other YouTube creator
Sure.
out here, and we need 1,000 subscribers to reach that point. So but you know what? We're not in a huge rush. We'd rather have the right people than just a lot of people.
Yep.
And we're looking to grow a community, and we have a lot of plans and a lot of ideas of what to do with this
We do.
Unretired AF community, because there really aren't any other channels I could find that are spicy like ours. I mean, sure, there's a lot of stuff out there on YouTube for retirees, but
Yeah.
it's mainly financial stuff. It isn't just like life stuff, and it isn't like cutting through the bullshit,
Right.
right?
Right. And we're not perfect. We've never said we were. We're not doctors. We're not therapists.
Well,
we're not anything.
and we're not putting ourselves up as examples either.
Right.
We're just trying to figure it out like
Right.
so many others, and that's what we were looking for.
Yeah.
Just a real channel with real people
Yep.
that are in our age range, and we're all going through. A lot of us are going through the same issues, so
Right.
why not pool our information? We're a smart generation.
Yeah.
And we know how to do a lot of things, and we know how to solve a lot of problems. So we have a lot of plans. If you have any ideas for the channel, things that you'd like to see,
Sure.
Please,
drop it in our comments.
Please let us know in the comment section.
Thank you again.
Well, we're not slowing down.
And neither should you. And together, we're Unretired AF.